Hey guys, it's Lucky Pups or Ollie, and welcome back to another video on my channel. And today we're going to be drawing while it rains. This is just going to be a fun little series where I basically draw whilst it's raining for me, because it rains a lot in the UK. So we're actually entering the summer season, so I'm probably not going to upload another one of these for another like 3 weeks or so. But yeah, in today's video I'm doing it digitally, and I'm going to be doing a digital commentary over top. So yeah, that's why it's like this. So I wanted to try a new style of art today where I didn't really do as many lines as I usually do. I'm not really sure what exactly it's called because it's not a completely lineless art style, it's just kind of more simplified, I guess. I kind of just wanted to play around with texture and colour, but I didn't really do as much colour as I wanted to, so maybe in the future I'll practice that further and take a look. Overall, I really enjoyed making this piece, I think because it was made using my favourite anime as inspo. I say inspo, it's like fan art of my favourite anime, Haikyuu, volleyball anime. If you haven't heard of it, what are you even doing with your life? Messin. It's one of my favourite animes. It's very like positive vibes, so it kind of uplifts me and kind of makes me want to draw, makes me feel like I can go somewhere in life. And I feel like that's like a really good thing to have in your life. Like I think it's so important to have positive influences. Like I think you should, you know, I obviously think you should take bits of all media into your life. Like you should definitely consume like all types of media, you know, some sad, some happy, but I think it is really helpful to have something that uplifts you and brings you into like a happy area in your life, if that makes sense. Yeah, that's, you know, I struggled a lot with the characters itself on this drawing. Like I had the basic pose, so I used a video, like a POV volleyball. I think it was like a POV Atsumi Miya as inspo for this, so I used it as a reference, and it was very hard to get the posing right. But then even so, after the posing, it was very hard to get the like the faces right on each of the characters. I don't know what was wrong with me, it just wasn't going to plan, and I was just struggling a lot. I think one of the main reasons I wanted to do one of these kind of videos is because not only is it very peaceful and it kind of brings me down to earth a little bit, because I feel like a lot of times when I'm making YouTube videos, even though I enjoy it, I do tend to get caught up in like making sure it's all perfect and making sure I'm, you know, explaining things properly. So this just allows me time to like talk and blab for about like 19-20 minutes whilst I draw in the background. So it just kind of like helps me unwind whilst also being able to show off my art, which is basically what my channel's for anyway. I feel like my YouTube channel overall is for uplifting artists and like bringing art to light. Like I love art, and I just kind of wanted to share my love for art and document my love for art and document my journey as an artist, and that's basically why my channel was created. And so I kind of didn't want to forget that, so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna upload a more slow, more peaceful kind of video, so then hopefully other people can see that I'm not just like a fast-paced artist. I don't instantly snap my fingers and create art, because I know, especially with social media, people tend to forget just how long art takes and how long it really takes to be an artist. Typically it takes me up to like, it depends when I'm doing art, because like if it's someone I draw a lot, then I obviously know how they're supposed to go and I don't have to look at as many references, so it takes less time. But obviously it just depends, and I feel like a lot of artists forget that, you know, you don't have to be a super fast artist to create art or to count as an artist. You don't have to like create art in 5 minutes, or, you know, to create art in like an hour. You don't, there's no time limit on art, and I think that's what's so beautiful about it, is that anyone can do it. You know, there's no time limit on it, there's no pressure with art. Obviously, unless you've got a client who like really likes your artwork and they want like a specific thing from you that you can do, then I guess there's a limit there. But, you know, generally, like as a hobby, there's no limit with art, and I think that's what's interesting, because, you know, if you took football as a hobby, or if you took like a sport as a hobby, there's typically rules to go with that sport. Or if you took music as a hobby, there's, you know, there's typically like good ways to make music, and there's good ways to make songs and stuff and make it catchy. And like with art, you don't really have that, because it's self-expression. It's just something that you create and it exists, and that's what's so beautiful about it. Because like with music, you know, obviously you listen to a song or you listen to music, you can hear when a note is out of place sometimes. And with art, you don't really have that, like unless it's like realism. There's realism, but like I said, it's just beautiful that, you know, with art you can just do whatever and it just works out. Another thing is, since I've been spending so much time on video games, I haven't really been creating art as much as I'd like to be. Which is a shame, because like I love video games, but I also love art, so I'm trying to find like a balance between those two. And that's something I've always struggled with, like even as a kid, back when I was a little teenager in my first years of high school, I always struggled like having timing and being able to time myself properly, and being able to like do some things and not other things, and trying to make sure I have a good like healthy balance between art and having fun, or like art and, you know, my other hobbies, because I'm a very big hobbyist. I love trying new things, I love doing new things, so, you know, even with art I always come back to it, but I do try other things in between, and I think that kind of like, it makes it hard to do art sometimes, because my brain just like flickers over to like whatever else I'm doing. I'm like, oh, but I could be doing this, so then I'll move to that, and then I'll recall, but I could be doing art, so then, yeah, I never get anything done. But I think this kind of video, this style of video, kind of helps me just like focus in and get some art done that, you know, maybe like unfinished pieces, or like something I've been thinking about doing for a while, stuff like that. And yeah, I feel like overall it's really hard to like just balance life in general, and, you know, I feel like for some people having a video like this, or like making a video like this, kind of holds themselves accountable and makes them like have to finish the art. And I think that's partially what it is for me, because having something physical, like other than the art itself, for me to be able to watch back or like to look at, is really helpful when it comes to like visiting my art and being able to see. So maybe I'll do one of these videos like maybe once a month, if it rains once a month, I don't know, or like something like that. But I figured it was just like a fun way to like include my art with like a more calm setting, because a lot of my videos nowadays are very fast paced, and that's not just because of the YouTube algorithm, it's just because of the way I like making videos, but I also want to make videos like this as well. So I thought, you know what, might as well just do a bit of both and see where it goes. And if nobody likes it, that's totally fine, because it's my YouTube channel, and I don't really make things for people to like, I just make things that I like making. So, you know, if people don't want to watch this, that's totally fine, and that's totally fair. It's not your cup of tea, that's okay, and I'll still be making my fast-paced, or like more fast-paced videos, because they're not like completely fast-paced. But like, I'll still be making those videos, I just won't, you know, like, you don't have to watch these ones. Like, you still watch those ones, but you don't have to watch these ones, you know? And like, I think that's what's cool about YouTube, is that you can just pick and choose what to watch. You don't have to like force yourself to watch anything. But yeah, that's, yeah. I feel like I really struggled on this piece. Like, I'm looking back at the time lapse, and I'm like looking, I'm like, oh god, the colors. I wish, the colors just feel so flat. I wish I added more like dimension to them. I think my main issue is backgrounds, because once I've done the background, I feel like it makes the characters really flat. And I don't know what to do about it. I guess practice. That's the only thing I can do, really. Yeah, I feel like I struggle a lot with backgrounds, so it's probably something you're going to see a lot of in the future, where I'm just practicing backgrounds, or practicing different like techniques for making the background look better without having to put that much effort into it, because I never think of the background as the focal piece of my images in particular. I think my staple of art is obviously the characters and trying to express emotion, because emotion is something that's very deep to me. So I think, yeah, I probably wouldn't be doing too complex backgrounds, but I still do want to practice like having more detail in them, but not too much that it takes away from the actual piece itself. I think this is one of the reasons why I struggled when I was out. I had a plan of making a webtoon. If you're a long-time fan, if you're a long-time viewer, or you've kept up with my Twitter, you'll probably know that I tried making a webtoon a long time ago, and I was never able to finish it. And a big reason for that was the backgrounds, because I just struggle with it so much, and I don't know why, because like, you know, you see backgrounds every day. Even your bedroom is a background. You know, you go into your kitchen, it's a background. You go outside, there's like forest outside, it's like, oh, a background. So you see it everywhere, but like, I just don't know how to put it to paper, which is really odd considering it's like one of the things you see a lot of. I think it's because I just can't get a good balance on character to background ratio. But you know, overall, I think this video was a fun little experiment, and I'll probably do more of these because I really enjoyed being able to just talk over my art and like having a little like time to myself to just document what I'm feeling and like what I'm thinking about, especially when it comes to art and my YouTube channel. If you enjoyed this video as well, please remember to like leave a like, subscribe, and comment down below like anything you want to talk about either as well, because like maybe I'll talk about it in the next video that I do that's like this one. And yeah, thank you all for watching. I appreciate it, and have an amazing day. Thank you.